what? Somebody was gonna clean the windows today. So my neighbors upstairs, because I'm on the ground floor, and my neighbors upstairs. Um, so this house is called a maisonette, yeah. So there's like two. Like one house is divided into two, but like one floor is one kind of flat, and then the second floor is one kind of flat. So my neighbors, they are upstairs, and then they ordered for like the windows to be cleaned, the entire place. And they said, my neighbor just messaged me, Tim, how are you? My neighbor just messaged me, oh, please, can you close all close all your windows and then open the side gate, like to the garden, so that they can just come in, if I'm at work. So that's what I did, right? And I thought, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. I left it open. Guess what? In the middle of my sleep, 3 p.m. Hey, Misty Doy, they came knocking on my bloody door and asked if they can plug, the like they need a plug basically, and then they want to get it like through the window to a plug, whatever. And then and then they come back again, and then like, oh, it's not working, can you do this plug? And I cannot go back to sleep anymore. So I'm really annoyed about that. Hey, Cookie Monster, how are you today? That was really annoying. And then, um, what was I gonna say? I felt like I wasn't hospitable enough, because like in the end I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even offer them any drink, any tea. So like in the end, I did. In the end, when they were finished, I'm like, did you guys want some tea? I said sorry. I'm like loopy. How have you been, Tim? I was having like a lot of issues, like that. It was really silly. Like not now, looking back at the mistake, it's like, oh my gosh, that is so silly, like the silliest thing. And then like but anyway, it just, you just think about this and messed with your bloody head, and it was crazy, and I was just having that. And you know what, I can't even go live. Like normally I would go live, but I really cannot. Like the entire time I just needed like my mind space. Like I just needed to think, like, oh, I could think like, what do you do? Like oh, it was crazy. And then anyway, it's over now. So I'm so happy. I'm so glad. What about you, Tim? How are you? I was just on night shifts. Like I was on night shifts Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you know what? I'm not gonna do night shifts anymore for the next foreseeable future, because there's a lot of people who do nights now, and actually a lot of people seem to like the nights because you get paid more. And before, when I started doing nights, actually, at first, it was because they didn't have enough people, and we needed to train some people, because you like on night shift, it's only emergency, and so like you need to have experienced staff. You can't just put anybody who are learning, because there's like skeleton staff, like very limited amount of staff that are there. So excuse me. So like they normally get trained first during the day, like on the day shifts where there's a lot more staff available. And then, you get trained, you go into the night shift. So like during that time we really didn't have much. So they said, because I used to not have, like, my schedule used to not involve night shifts. Because I used to work in day surgery, and that was my contract, and that's why I'm 8 to 5, because they did consultation. They closed down day surgery. They moved it to a different place, and they moved me to like main theaters, which is a 24-hour service, and but because of my circumstances, like I still maintain my old contract, but then I agreed to do um I agreed to do normal, like night shifts, now, like my kids are older, and then um and then and also because I shared, like sometimes when they're with their dad, so like I just do the night shifts then. But when they were younger, like, and they were most of the time with me, I didn't do night shifts. I only do like during school days. I only work during school days. Anyway, yes. So then, I just started doing the nights because of the need, and then it's fine, and then eventually, like it's like you get paid a lot more, and then when I stopped doing them, I felt like so poor. So I was like, oh, maybe I should carry on doing the nights. But then now I feel like it's okay. Like I think I'll be okay now. Like just chill and just not do the nights. And yeah. And also, um like I think I need to focus on Carmela at the moment. So I'm just I think she's gonna be staying with me more, and then I think it's better for me to just be here, you know? Or like just be present, and like the whole, yeah, so like just go to work during her school time, like 8 to 5, 8 to 5. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do now, from now on. So that last night was the last night shift. And hey, Missy Doy, I'm good. How are you? What are you doing? I just kind of woke up. Well, not really. I've been awake from 3, but I've been in bed. I'm so sleepy. I'm trying to get back to sleep, but I cannot sleep anymore. What about you, Misty Joy? How are you today? Gorgeous Teens. Hey, Cookie Monster. Oh no, what the heck? I know. I'm so annoyed about it. I'm good, gorgeous. That's terrible. Don't they consider you work nights? No, they didn't know. I think initially they thought I was gonna be on day shifts. And so they said just close the windows. But then apparently it's good that I was here because they managed to use the power outlet. It would have taken them more, like a lot longer, or maybe more effort if there wasn't anybody home. Why are they stealing electric from you? I didn't even think of that. It's fine. It's fine. You know what, Tim? It's fine because I didn't pay for that. And they cleaned my windows as well. So that will be my payment. Like my neighbors paid for it, and it included um the whole house. Maybe yeah, including my windows, So a bit of electricity is fine. That's my contribution. What did your daughter wanted to do yesterday? I couldn't hear her. She was far away. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't think she's gonna be comfortable about me talking about it, so I'm not gonna talk about it. But like we're just trying to sort out. She just doesn't want to go to school. Basically, it's like she wants to pick and choose which day. So today, it was today. It was earlier this morning. Um, this girl. You know what? She's done this before when she was younger. So it just like like on and off. Like she would like school, and then she wouldn't like school. She used to love school. Like, when she was so young, she was did you know she potty trained herself so that she can go to school because she's jealous that Randall gets to go to school and she gets left at home. And she's like, "Where is Randall going?" And I get left here, you know? And I told her, "Well, you can't go to school yet because you still wear a nappy, you know?" And she was like, what do I have to do?" She has like I really think like I have a lot of respect for my daughter because she has a lot of willpower. W- like, how do I get what I want? What do I have to do to get it? And then she will go and do it. So she was like, okay. And then how do, like, what do I have to do? Like, yeah, you have to make sure that you don't wet your you have to pee here. This is where you pee. This is stuff like that. Although she's already been training to do that. But like, going to school was her motivation. She's like, I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna go where my brother is going. And guess what? Like, how many months she's already ready? She's like, I don't wear nappy anymore, and I want to go to school. But it was summer break, and I don't know what to say. I'm like, well, there's no school now. We'll have to wait for school to start, and then you can go. Bloody hell, this girl. And then anyway, now that's how much she loves school, and she used to get herself ready. Like, I remembered when she was six. When she was six, I will wake up at 6. She wakes up at 5, like to get ready for school. Can you believe that? She's awake before me. I wake up and she's already dressed for school. Seriously. Oh my goodness. I mean, she still does that now. Like, she wakes up really early to get ready. Anyway, mad dog. Anyway, so what happened today? But recently, I don't like, she's not, she's in the moment where she's not like very excited to go to school, you know? And it seems like there are certain days that she doesn't want. Like, so basically, a long time ago, yeah, she's done this. A long time ago, she why would it oh, her friend was sick and she didn't want to go to school because her friend is not there. And then she pretended like she is having diarrhea. So she's already left for school, yeah. And then because she like they take the bus, you know. I think it's good training for them to be able to do public transport, because then you will know, like, um I think it keeps you humble. As a person, it keeps you humble. And then also, um, like, it makes you more aware of what's happening around, and also it doesn't make you scared of going places. You know what I mean? I mean, I notice, I notice people who are chauffeured are more scared of being independent. You know what I mean? Anyway, so she so she left. She takes the bus. So she takes the bus, and then so I leave for work, and then as I was about to get into work, she calls me and she's like, "Mommy, I'm having diarrhea." Oh no, she said, "I I pooped my pants or something like that, and then I'm going home." I'm like, "Okay," and then I think I might have told her, "Or if you're having diarrhea, you shouldn't go into school," you know. And she's like, I'm gonna go back and change, something like that. And then so I think she thinks that I cannot leave work. Like, I think she thinks that I'm gonna be at work and she's gonna be at home, you know? And but I was like, oh, at work, sometimes you can do carers leave. Like, you can tell them, you my kid is unwell, there's nobody with them at home, you can go back. So that's what I did. I got to work and I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to leave because my daughter, um anyway, so I went back home, and then so I told her I'm coming home, right? I said, okay, I'm coming back home. And then so when I got back home, she said I'm having diarrhea, right? And then I look in the toilet and there's like this black thing. But the thing is, on the sink, there's a spoon of Nutella. So this girl, she pretended that 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 the Nutella, and it's too dark to be poo, unless you're bleeding. You're having upper gastrointestinal bleeding, or you're taking iron tablets, you know? Like, your poo is not gonna be that dark. It's not gonna be like Nutella. And then so I was like, that is not poo. And then, like, plus the spoon with Nutella on the sink, like, but I went along with it. Like, I said, okay, so if you're having diarrhea, then um you cannot go to school for 48 hours. And those were the times when she loved school, and I don't, this was one day that she didn't want to go. because her friend was ill, and then or her friend is not going in, or yeah, I think that her friend was ill, and then I was like, and she was like, no, no, I want to go to school tomorrow, and then I said, no, if you're having diarrhea, you have to stay for 48 hours here because you will spread it out to people. And then um and then like randomly, yeah, while we were in the living room, I just kind of said, the bathroom smells a bit like Nutella. And she was her expression, her expression was like smirking, like she's trying to stop herself from laughing, you know. It's like, Carmela, why does the bathroom smell a bit like Nutella? Wait, let me read your comments. Because it's not been the most amazing trip due to not having much money. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Tim. I think, s- um, like we will get through those stages, where you really struggle, and I guess you appreciate the comfort a lot more, when it comes. So, it's really difficult when you get faced with a time of struggle, but it kind of, mm, like, it's like a brain activity or like brain exercise for you because you end up thinking of ways to how to go through it. You know what I mean? So, like, if you don't struggle, right? I think your brain is not motivated to work. Does that make sense to you? Like the more you struggle, the more motivation you have, like to come up with something. Like I have to come up with something because otherwise, what am I gonna do? And I think a lot of great ideas come from that. And even the comparison between, have you noticed like the countries that are like nice and hot and like a paradise, like they're not as, it seems like, okay, for me, okay, my observation is, seems like they they're not as, how do I say that, it's like they tend to be the places where not developed that much, and it seems like the colder places, the really cold places, are the first places to develop. And I wondered, like, maybe it's because it's so cold there, they have to make shelter. You know what I mean? But in that nice, nice paradise places, like maybe people are like, you know what, I'm so happy. Like, why do I have to create something that, improve my comfort when, well, I don't really need to. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I hope you manage to sort it. I'm pretty sure you're gonna manage to sort it out. If it, as long as you don't die from it, I think, you'll be okay. And good evening, Miss Tins. I'm in an Uber. Really? Where are you going? I've come to realize Asian parents really take advantage of their kids. Not you. You are a great to the kids. Oh, Tim. I don't think it's about being Asian. I think there's just a mentality in, like, you know, in the countries where um where people benefit from going abroad, or working abroad. In general, the people who are in those, who live in those places, they look at people who work in other places, like with where money is worth more. Like if you bring that money back home, it's gonna be worth so much more. They look at those people and think, oh my gosh, they have so much money, and it becomes uh like a sort of mindset, like that's just the way they think now, and like um it becomes a trend, like, oh, if you're the one who's coming from somewhere else, you should be the one paying, you know. And a lot of the times they don't realize how the people who are actually working in those places do struggle as well, and they only think that, oh, they're from here, they should be making a lot of money. But there's a lot of places like that, like a lot of places where people work, because I noticed, because here, in at work, I have a lot of colleagues who have the same experience. They send money back home. And in America, I think um mostly Mexicans have the same experience. They send money back home, their families, they think, that, oh, they're in America, like they're making money. But then, the person who's actually in America, the Mexican who's actually in America and working hard, they don't really have much, in that particular place. Like, they they don't give themselves much life. They live in a small house and whatever, like, not really buy much for themselves so that they can send the money to their family, or like educate, pay for education for their siblings or something like that. Because, and also, I have a colleague like that, in New Zealand. My colleague, no, my my classmate, my old classmate who's in New Zealand. She sends money back home to Philippines as well, to give, to provide for her siblings, because her dad passed away. Her mom has always been a housewife, and like, is lost, doesn't know, like, how to be, to earn money, excuse me. And also, like, she has this children, to look after. So she's become kind of like the breadwinner, like, she went to New Zealand, and she's depriving herself with a lot of things. She doesn't buy much luxury for herself, and she she sends most of her money, to to back home. And then, but because the money is so much more there, the family that they have can live a more comfortable life and have a little bit more luxury, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's a mindset that uh yeah, that's their mindset. But I hope, mm, I think you will have to be the one to, you know make, uh like, limit, how do you say that, boundaries. You should be the one to set the boundaries, and you have to be able to think about yourself as well. Excuse me. My mom has always been proud. My mom, my goodness, she's she never asked me for anything. I just send it to her, like, I do it because I want to. Even my stepdad, none of them ask me for anything. And I guess I guess that's where I get that from. Yes, that's where I get that from. I didn't even realize. Because that's what I'm used to. You give what you're happy to give, and you don't ask. Like, you don't ask. Oh my gosh, I didn't. You know what? This is a interesting, very interesting. But even for them, that's the same thing. They will give me everything. Like, um, they would give me, like, if I go there, and then the best room in the house will be for me. Even if they have to give up their beds, even if they will have to, like, live in the sofa, they will do that for me. Like, whatever will make me comfortable. That, like, because that's just the way they are. And yeah, never asked, never, like, my goodness. Interesting. Very interesting. Do you smoke after taking a biscuit? What is a biscuit? What do you mean? Why would I smoke after a biscuit? Maybe I smoke with a coffee. I gotta check out. Oh, okay. Are they like are Ubers really popular there? She's not being bullied, is she? Um, I don't. You know what? She doesn't really mention that she's being bullied, and also my daughter's personality. I can't believe that she's gonna get bullied. She has such a strong inside. Like I know she can defend herself. No, I don't like my daughter. She can kill you with words if she wants. You know, she can defend herself really well. I remember when she when some like teenagers came up to her, like this was very recent, like probably I don't know, last year or like yeah, or six or about 6 months ago, maybe last year. I remembered like she was approached by a couple of like gang members, teenage gang members, telling her, like empty your pockets, and she didn't get scared, and she was just like, but why? I mean, that could be dangerous. You don't know what they were gonna do. But then they just kept saying, "Empty your pockets," and she was just like, "But why?" She was like this, "But why?" And then they just gave up and they left. But I guess looking like I was like, "Why? Why? Like, why is she not scared?" And also, like, I think she realized after that it could have been scary, and also I think maybe she's thinking, what do they need from the contents of my pocket? Because you know what's in her pocket? Makeup. Like seriously, my daughter's pockets has eyelash curler, lip lip balm, mascara, probably hand gel, and perfume. I don't know. I don't remember, but it's all like beauty stuff. So I guess maybe that's why she's like, but why? Like, what are you gonna do with my makeup? A couple of teenage boys. But anyway, no, she's like, I don't know, like wasted Nutella as well. I'm getting ready to be dropped off. I see you later. Have a great night. Bye, Mad Dog. Good luck. It's crazy how they dig up perfectly okay roads here. Yes. Yes, they do that, Tim. And I used to work in a construction company in there. And there was a lot of um bribery going on and from the public funds. So I remembered part of what I did was just bid for the company that I'm working for. I know I'm meant to be a company nurse, but I'm working as like a secretary, and I was looking for all the projects that they have available. That they have a budget for, and then I have to bid. Like I if I bid for it, we will make money because whoever wants to get that will pay everybody, so there will only be like one or two people who are actually going to be really interested, but it's all planned, so like the person who will actually get the project, they already know ahead of time that that is the person who's going to get the project. The bidding is nothing. It's like it's just for show, like out of formality. Oh, we did a bidding. These are all the companies that bid for this contract, and this is who won, you know. But it's not real. It's like you, they will tell you how much to bid for, So they already know what's gonna be the result. But there's a date where seriously, I go to this place and they have envelopes that they give out, and there's cash inside of how much you get bribed for. And there's a percentage, like it depends on how much that um that contract is for, how much each company who bid for it um will get. It's true. And then yeah, And then yeah, you're right, absolutely right. It's all a big money making something. Yeah, all the nice places are poor because people are too busy enjoying time at the beach. Yeah, they just think you crap money. I don't think my wife's parents ever considered her or her feelings. They seem so selfish. Oh, maybe she can talk to them and express her side of things, because sometimes people can be really focused on themselves and their own problems, and um like sometimes if you don't show them how they're affecting you, or um yeah, like if they don't know, they won't see, sometimes some people are like, like got this this, like they don't see on the sides, they can't see anything else, they can only see what is happening to themselves, and like what is happening to me, this is, oh, this is how I'm affected, and you know and I understand sometimes we expect that they do, sometimes we get annoyed that people do not consider, or are not considerate to us, and we think that, or they're such bad people, they're so self-centered, why are they like that, why can't they consider, oh, how does this make me feel, you know and maybe, but sometimes, we are all learning, we are all growing as people, and maybe some people develop this care for others, or like, mm, automatically kind of realize how they affect other people, and but others may be a bit slower with that, other people might, or well, some people can just genuinely not care, that's true, they could just not genuinely care, but it will be, I think it will be worthwhile to let them know, have a conversation with them, to let them know how she feels, and how it's affecting her, and um yeah, because maybe they think that she's, oh, she's fine, oh, like, oh, she's fine, not affecting her at all. Hi, Sied. Boundaries. Yes, Sied, that's it. Yeah, that's the problem. They feel so guilty spending any money on themselves. Yeah. Yeah. Is that what your wife does as well? You notice that with your wife? Yeah. That's so true. When people say, well, you take the biscuit, I never knew that's what they meant. I didn't know about the biscuit. I made it now. Hi, RP Plays. Hey, Strategy Storm. Hi, JJ. Hey, Lawrence. I'm delayed with my comments. How delayed am I? I made it now. I will be waiting for a half an hour. Oh, okay, good. So you'll be with me for now while you're waiting. I think you told us that to pick up the sexy crowd. What? Can you fuck me? Oh my goodness. No strategy. Hi, JJ. All the weirdos. Even offering tea and biscuits when the Vicar calls. What are you on about then from Mars? That was 20 minutes ago. Really? Have I been going on and on and on for like 20 minutes? What's the delay today? Are we in the same week? Sorry, I was telling stories about Carmela and then now about countries. If I was president here, I would end corruption, make people drive properly. Oh, yeah. And then we went into construction, bribery, make people drive properly, put the power lines underground, make proper sewage system, and stop supermarkets putting all the shopping in boxes. Because it makes the queue so slow. Actually, I have a friend whose dad became like a big politician. And in the beginning, he was pure. He was a straight arrow, and he was thinking like you know what? I'm not gonna let this get get to me. I'm not. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna make a change. But apparently, eventually, you get into the system, and then there are certain things that we don't understand. Like sometimes the little odd, mm, like bribery and blackmail and stuff, um, kind of keeps the chaos at bay. But it's not something that is right. It's not something that um respectable, or gives you a lot of integrity, but it keeps a lot of peace. you know but yeah, but he was like, but I didn't know I was going to turn out like this, and I'm doing the exact same thing you know so I don't really know, because I'm not really a politician. So I don't really know what goes on. And you know sometimes a problem shared is a problem halved. I have a big problem in my pants. Oh my goodness, Lawrence. Whenever something bad happens, my wife's brother says, "Welcome to the Philippines." Like what? I did like Tagaytay is nice and cool there. Look, story was that long. She forgot what she was on about. No, actually, I went from one to another like crazy today. It was a lot. Like, I was just going to show you Carmela's presents for me. That was my main purpose when I started my live. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to show you her present. But I didn't even get the chance to yet, because I'm still in the middle of Carmela's story. I haven't even finished Carmela's story. The corruption is so blatant, plus they use taxpayers' money to put pictures of themselves on everything. Yeah, that is so true. And make, and then, you know, they would build something. Like, let's say, for example, oh, during my reign, I built this, and then they will put their name on it so that everybody remembers that it's them who made that happen, and which will be good for their campaign. Which is actually like an advertising, like, so it's like you used you used it to advertise yourself for your campaign for your political campaign in the future. You know what I mean? Anyway, um I didn't hear that story. I am not going to start it all over again. You're messing with me, aren't you? You're messing with me because you're gonna be like, say it all over again. No, okay. Anyway, anyway, I was telling. I think you know about it, like the Nutella incident with Carmela a long time ago. I think that was like, I don't know, 4 years ago or something. I think around 4 years ago, the Nutella incident. And the Nutella that she put in the toilet, and then she left the spoon on the sink. And then anyway, you know what? Eventually, she was like, "I have a friend coming over, right? Her friend." And I'm like, "You cannot have a friend over because you're having diarrhea, and you have to be away from people for like 48 hours. You can't do that." And then eventually, she just told me that she faked it, because like she can't really do what she wanted to do in the first place. And then I told her I knew anyway, because and then she was like, "How did you know?" And then I'm like, I'm like, "Well, you left a spoon of Nutella on the sink." And then poo is not meant to be that black. And then she was like, um oh yeah, and wait. You know what else she said to me? Hi, ITX edit. You know what else she said to me? So, okay, when I got home, yeah, I said, "So where are your where is your clothes that got, because if you pooped yourself, then it would be in your clothes, right?" And I'm like, "So where are your clothes? I need to wash them." She was like, "Oh no, I didn't get it on my clothes because I have a panty liner on." And I'm like, "Oh, give me the panty liner because I have to throw it outside because it will make the house stink." And she was like, "I've already done that." Seriously, this girl. Seriously, this girl. No, she didn't Nutella her clothes. You are funny. Thank you, Isaac. My goodness. So I told her, this girl, my goodness. Anyway, so now, this time, yeah. Um, while I'm on my live this morning, because I remember I was meant to be live at 9:30 this morning, and here on YouTube, right? I scheduled it and everything. And then I thought she was gonna be in school, because she was meant to be in school. And then she came in while I'm on live and asked me, "Do you want to see my poop?" And I'm like, "No." And then she has a picture on her phone. Like, why would you take a photo of your poop? You know what I mean? And then she's like, I think I'm having diarrhea again. And then, but you know what? In Philippines, here we go again. In Philippines, in nursing, while we were doing our nursing, you cannot go sick. Like, you cannot miss any school. Like, it's unacceptable. Seriously. Even if you're sick, if you're like having cough and colds, that's not an excuse. I am telling you, that's how they are there. And they tell you you need to take paracetamol and ibuprofen. So it's like you're gonna spread it to everybody, right? Hi, Saima, it's true. And then the only reason that is acceptable for them for you to not go to school, or like that they will excuse you from not going to school or into work, is the same for into work, is you white like bird poop. Where are you from? I live in North London, ITX. I grew up in Philippines. I'm half Filipino, half English. So like they so the only reason that is acceptable for you to not go into work or into school is diarrhea, because well, you can't really they don't really want you to shit yourself, you know what I mean? But it's a true story. Anyway, let me read your comments. Oh, my wife's friends are working for a guy. His family are on the banknotes, and the airport in Manila is named after them. Really? The banknotes. What's the name? Oh, maybe I don't know anymore. Maybe they've changed the banknotes. I come in the middle of a sidetrack story. Yes, of May. It was the distracted story. After it's so true. That is so true. I guess the Ninoy family. Ah, okay. Yes, yes, they're very popular. Hi, ITX. She didn't. At least she couldn't be a criminal. Cute laugh. Thank you, ITX. Oh my goodness. Was it Marmite this time? No. So this time, so when I told her it's the same thing, I told her the same thing. You can't go into school for 48 hours, but she wants to go to school like tomorrow or later today. What the hell? So I'm like, you cannot go to school if you're having diarrhea. Like, you have to stay away for 48 hours so you don't spread it out to other people. She's like, how am I going to spread it out? I can wash my hands. And I'm like, but that's the rule. Just don't go. And then basically, so no, so it's obvious that she just doesn't want to go now, you know, and like, because she's like, I want to go back tomorrow. And I'm like, you can't pick and choose which day, you miss in school. Like, you can't just decide, you know what, today I'm going to miss school, tomorrow I'll go to, every Monday I won't be in school, every Tuesday I'll be in school. That's crazy, you know? And, and then she decided to tell me anyway that she took like a screenshot of Google or something. She took a photo of Google of somebody's diarrhea in the toilet. This girl, my goodness. She's going to be so much trouble. I was worse. I was worse. Actually, I was worse when I was young. I was very naughty. It's a different now. What about you, ITX? Where are you from? It's different now. They always cancel school and kids only go for a couple of hours anyway. That's what I mean. Oh, you mean in Philippines? Really? Is it because from COVID? How old are you? I'm 38, ITX. What about you? Hi, too good. 38. What about you? My wife's niece had to repeat a year at college because she failed PE. Oh yeah, we have PE in college. That's so true. That is so true. Like they were so strict. Um, and we have the things that's different from here, their curriculum, and like or maybe from other places. I don't know, but we have PE for studying nursing. We study nursing and we have PE, and we have religion, and we have oh maybe it's just from that school because it's a Catholic school, and then we have what's the other one? Filipino. So anyway, now I think I need to kind of really focus on this girl. So I think she will be my project for the next few months, you know. This girl. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. So many problems. So many problems. And the answers are so few. This is what she gave me. Ta-da! Like a lot of scrunchies. Scrunchies. This is my Christmas presents from her. And look, she gave me a chopping board. You know what? She is the one who is good at looking at things and making them appear presentable, or like she wants things to appear presentable. She doesn't understand how I can go live looking like this. Like she's like, what the hell? Like I don't care, you know. My I am not like it doesn't bother me, you know. A lot of things doesn't bother me. Like she probably looks at the chopping board that I have and be like, you go live with that chopping board, you do a cooking live with that chopping board. So she decided she's gonna give me this chopping board. And then um you know, before she didn't like my rice cooker. I think for my birthday. So she's been looking at my old rice cooker for some time, and she's like, I do not like that rice cooker. Like I wanna, I wanna change it. I wanna um but I'm like, but it's still working. Like I don't wanna I'm like very practical, and my perception, my mind, I'm not that fussed. There's certain things that are not very important to me, and I guess the way things look like like the stuff around me, sometimes I feel like it doesn't really bother me that much. Why do I have to change it? Why do I have to pay to change it? When I can just not pay. You know what I mean? And then use it anyway. So I mean, I make a lot more effort because of her, because obviously I'd want her to be comfortable, and I'd want like like we learn from each other. No matter what your age is and no matter what your relationship is with that person, it's like you're learning from each other, right? So like it's good to kind of get ideas from their perception and vice versa. And so, you know, anyway, she gave me a rice cooker for my birthday. I just received I just received a rice cooker delivered. And I'm like, what is this? Why is there a rice cooker? And then it said happy birthday. She hated the rice cooker so much that she decided she's gonna give me a rice cooker for my birthday. And then Anyway, so here you go. She has given me a lot of kitchen stuff. So she's given me the rice cooker. She has given me those like nice looking ladles and stuff. And now she wants to change my chopping board because maybe my chopping board is not, it doesn't look good. And then don't know where to put you. And then this one. And then this one. So I'm guessing she's not very happy with my containers. But this actually looks so much nicer. She's got good taste though, you gotta admit, right? She's got good taste. I mean, it looks so much nicer than what I would have come up with. But um but as I said, like my eyes don't see it. Like my mind just don't see it. Like, or maybe I wouldn't spend that much. Maybe I'm gonna be like, why not just spend that much on this thing? But anyway, isn't it cute? So yes, there you go. My daughter is slowly trying to re redo my kitchen. She's probably slowly trying to redo my kitchen. Okay. I think she even gave me. Oh yeah, seriously, she always gives me kitchen stuff. Like she gave me, what did she, like the oven mitts. She gave me oven mitts because like my old oven mitts, she didn't like how they look. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this is late Christmas gift because um I think she ordered it online. She didn't receive it on time. And then we went to after Christmas, we went to Egypt for holiday. And then she went to her dad's after our Egypt holiday because her dad is going to Philippines soon. So, you know, she hasn't been here until now. So this is the only time she managed to give me all my Christmas presents. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I have to make dinner and it's already 7. That's late. It's fine. I can make it for 7:30. Yeah, I am gonna have to make dinner now so we can have dinner at 7:30 and because it's a school night. So I'll see you guys on Bigo tomorrow. I'll see you on Bigo at 6 p.m. I'll be on Bigo at 6 p.m. Did I finish all my stories? Is there any other story that I haven't finished? No, right? Right? I finished everything. Or is YouTube not showing me comments again? I am waiting for your comment. I'm gonna be annoyed if YouTube is not showing me the comments again. I really do not see anything. So anyway, I will just go because I don't know what's going on. But if I'm not seeing anything, there's nothing I can do. So goodbye everybody. Goodbye ITX. Goodbye Too Good. Bye Tim. Bye Lawrence. And Cookie Monster. Mad Dog. Dan from Mars. I don't really know who else is there. But anyway, goodbye. I don't like I probably post what time I will go live next here on a video that I post tomorrow. Ooh, and we can do karaoke soon. Yes, we should. Bye everybody.